viewers, and welcome back to McElroy's Motors. And in today's video, as we are now less than 90 days away from our big 2,500 mile adventure, I do have some huge updates regarding Sadie, myself, the whole road trip, and so much more. So feel free to stick around and stay tuned because we have some great updates we'd like to share with you guys. Time now to cue the music. The first and biggest update of them all is the fact I managed to strap this tote to the Saturn's roof. And as you guys can see, it is frankly on there, and I'm shaking the whole car in the process. This 27-gallon lockable tote is capable of holding up to 450 pounds. And the strap that holds it in place is able to provide at least 3,000 pounds worth of pressure. Do I think I'll be putting 3,000 pounds on the roof of my car? I don't think so, because this whole car, with passengers on board, weighs less than that. So it is just nice to know that I can lock up this tote and this tote is not going anywhere. Plus, we also added this cheap bicycle lock that we found in my grandfather's basement, and I also got a separate padlock for it too, so this thing is extra secure. As you guys can also see, Sadie looks like a rally car of some kind, with all this wording that's along both sides. We basically put when the road trip's going to take place, my YouTube channel, what the event entails, as well as all the major stops and cities that we'll be going to in this car. And let me tell you, I thought this car turned heads with a tote strapped to the roof, but now with all these words along the side, as well as the crazy bumper stickers I have on the back, this thing turns heads like no other car I had ever driven. Bear in mind, I used to own a car that was made of recycled clothing with a 2-stroke engine, and needless to say, this thing turns more heads than that thing did, and that car was not sold here in the United States. It was sold new in Hungary. But coming to the trunk, as you can see, it is a bit of a mess. And that's because I was able to secure these ginormous tote bags from a a retail discount store that I used to work at several years ago. And these are only 99 cents a piece. So, good deal there, and they hold up to 50 pounds. Then again, I don't think I'll be carrying 50 pounds worth of clothes, but then again, I do get cold easy, so needs must. But that is not the biggest news of them all. The biggest news, though, is the fact that we were originally planning on going to visit my friend Lucas, who lives all the way in Easton, Pennsylvania. And even though we are planning on driving through Easton to get to our lunch place of choice in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, Lucas himself is actually moving to Michigan at the end of October. But we also have some other good news and a possible update from my Saturn, because this little guy here is an AM/FM Bluetooth transmitter that my friend who's going with me, Jason, got for me. And what's even crazier still is Jason himself is packing a drone that is light enough to not need a special permit, and also it can go up to 2 miles high, which is frankly astonishing given the fact that the little thing weighs only 249 grams, can record up to 2 hours before needing a battery swap, and what's even more insane is the fact it can also have a nighttime mode, which will definitely come in handy. Now with a luggage of 4 passengers, plus possible souvenirs, tools, an air compressor, as well as the drone jam-packed into the trunk, I gotta say that the whole car's accommodation is rather limited, because in the back seat, I do not have any rear seat back storage, I don't have any door pockets, there's no rear cup holders in there, but there's one valuable thing that this car has. It's got an ashtray back there, think of that what you will, because 1990s car, but I can just imagine how ridiculous this car will look taking 4 people, possibly 5, on this extravagant road trip. Bear in mind, it will be me driving, Jason, my co-pilot, as well as my navigator in the front seat, my friend Alicia, her boyfriend Anthony, and my friend Sean, who's 6'2", wears a size 14 shoe, sticking his long legs between the 2 front seats. It's gonna look insane. If worst comes to worst, I do know that Sean himself has a 2014 Kia Soul, and he is actually thinking about driving behind us, which will definitely come in handy because I just do not want to risk getting pulled over or anything like that. So I guess better safe than sorry. But you can just see how little space this car actually has. I have this passenger seat set for someone who's Jason's height, about 5'10", 5'11", and I have maybe about 3 inches of legroom. So if I was any taller, I would definitely feel a little claustrophobic back here, but at least I got tons of headroom, and at least I could roll the windows down, because if that was not the case, whew, I can only imagine how crazy this road trip will actually be. But, as I always say, things could be a lot worse. Now, when Summer and I came back from Nashville, Tennessee, I did take Sadie in for a tire rotation, and the experts at the tire repair shop were completely amazed that this 28-year-old car that's lived in Northeast Ohio all of its life has held up as well as it has. It is simply astonishing because there were no leaks, there were no loose parts, there was nothing being burnt when it didn't need to be, and all in all, I do have high hopes that this little car will make it. And if God forbid something does break, parts for this thing are super cheap and plentiful, which is always a good sign for a car from a company that expired 15 years ago. But there's absolutely no disguise of the simple fact that this car, when new 28 years ago, had just 100 horsepower. So I can only imagine just how sluggish this thing will be driving up and down the Smoky Mountains, getting through Tennessee into Georgia. But at the same time, like I said about my other criticisms, I am very much looking forward to this trip, and I do not think anything will stop this little car in its tracks. Except maybe some construction, a deer, or some idiot holding a rifle in the middle of the street. It just simply blows my mind that we are just 82 days away from this road trip, because I still remember when I planned this road trip back in January. It just doesn't feel like 2 whole seasons have gone by since I started planning it, because it feels, honestly, like just a mere couple of weeks. And I know the remaining 82 days away will simply fly by, knowing that I will be working 12-hour night shifts starting tomorrow. But then again, I do have a busy week lined up ahead of me, because as plant manager, I will be working 60 hours this week. I'll be working Monday night, Tuesday night, off Wednesday, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So either way, the remaining countdown will simply fly by like nobody's business. And therefore, it will make this road trip even more exciting than it already is. So anyways, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. If you like this video, feel free to smash that big thumbs up icon and subscribe for more content from McElroy's Motors. And I'll see you guys in an upcoming adventure. Take care, everybody.